You want healthy hair, but you also want a silk press that lasts. And you don't want heat damage, but you only like to wear your hair straight. I get it. I've been a hairstylist for almost 20 years and I've helped hundreds of women maintain the health of their natural hair without giving up their silk presses. In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to maintain healthy hair while wearing a silk press. Not just how to make it last, but how to make sure you're not sacrificing the long-term health of your hair. Let's clear this up first. A silk press is not some type of treatment. It's not a solution for dry or frizzy hair. It's a styling technique that uses controlled heat to temporarily straighten your natural hair. The issue is this: if your hair isn't in a healthy state before the press, the heat will expose it. So sometimes what people like to refer to as heat damage actually wasn't damage from the heat. Your hair was already damaged, but the heat exposed it. A healthy silk press starts before the flat iron. The shampoo bowl is where everything begins. Here's what I mean: clean hair is non negotiable. Start with a clarifying shampoo to remove buildup, especially if you've been using oils, butters, or leave ins on your hair. Then you want to hydrate and strengthen your hair based on what it needs. Use a deep moisturizing conditioner or light protein treatment, depending on the state of your hair. Not everyone needs protein every time. Balance the pH. Use a rinse out conditioner to close the cuticle and lock in moisture. This also preps the hair to lay smoother when heat is applied. Heat protectant is not optional. Section your hair and apply it section by section. Don't just spray the surface. Look for a formula that offers thermal protection without weighing the hair down. I like to use a blow dry spray, water based, before I blow dry, and then a serum after I blow dry. So I double up the heat protection, but it doesn't weigh the hair down. Now let's talk about the actual technique. Most of the damage happens during these steps when people rush or apply too much heat. Your blow dry sets the tone. If you don't stretch and smooth the hair properly during the blow dry process, you'll have to use more passes with the flat iron later, and that's where damage starts. And the tools really do matter. You want to use a flat iron with temperature control. I prefer using ceramic or tourmaline irons over titanium because the heat is much more controlled. And it's very rare that you would ever need to use anything above 400 degrees to flat iron your hair. And fine or color treated hair definitely should not be flat ironed at the same temperature as coarse or high density hair. One pass per section is the goal. If you're going over the same spot multiple times, your technique or tools need adjustment. And make sure that you trim your ends regularly because frayed split ends don't hold a silk press well. If your ends are rough, they'll puff up no matter how good your press is. Now let's talk about how to maintain a silk press at home. This is where most people go wrong. A lot of the damage doesn't happen in the salon, it happens at home. Wrapping your hair at night is key to maintaining a silk press. Use a silk or satin scarf. You can use a mesh cap. If you're not wrapping it, do large pin curls. Don't just throw on a bonnet and expect your style to stay smooth. Avoid reapplying heat. Flat ironing again midweek is a no no. It creates layers of heat damage. If your hair starts to revert, rewrap it tightly and let it reset overnight. Don't overload your hair with product. Your hair doesn't need extra oil, shine spray, or edge control every day. That builds up fast and dulls your results. Also, make sure your scarves are clean so you're not transferring oils or any product residue to that fresh silk press. Avoid moisture whenever possible. Humidity, sweat, steam from the shower, it all shortens the life of your silk press. If you work out often, wear a wrap that holds your hair in place and absorbs moisture. You can also put your hair in a tight ponytail or two while working out and let it dry fully before you take your hair out of the ponytails. And when you're wrapping and unwrapping your hair, be gentle with your ends and avoid overcombing. The ends are the most fragile, and this is where breakage usually starts. I know sometimes you might want to stretch out your silk press and get your money's worth, but a silk press is not meant to last forever. At some point, your natural texture is going to start to come back, and that's normal. But if you still don't want to start over and re-shampoo your hair, you can at this point put flexi rods in it, bantu knots, braid down, two strand twist, and then unbraid, undo the twist, and you can have more of a texture look that goes with the poofier roots. Yes, you can wear silk presses consistently and still have healthy hair. And here's what that looks like. You're not using heat back to back every week, although I will say I do have some clients who only wear silk presses and very rarely take a break from the heat. So their hair care regimen is different than that of someone who only gets silk presses occasionally. You're treating your hair regularly, especially after heat styling. You're keeping up with trims every 8 to 12 weeks as needed, and you're watching for signs of damage like dullness, rough texture, or excessive shedding, and adjust your regimen accordingly if you notice any of these things. Now, if you notice that every time you get your hair silk pressed that it only lasts for a day or so, your hair isn't holding up, that's a sign that something in your regimen needs to change. This could be a moisture imbalance, poor product selection, heat damage, or lack of protection at night. But here's the bottom line: a silk press should not cost you the health of your hair. When it's done right, it's a beautiful way to stretch your natural hair and enjoy versatility without sacrificing your healthy hair goals. But that can only happen when your hair is properly prepped, the right techniques are used, you maintain it with intention at home. I cannot stress that enough. And most importantly, you listen to your hair and look for early warning signs of damage so that you can stop it where it starts. Healthy hair has signs. It holds moisture, it bounces back, and it responds to care. If that's not what your hair is doing, it's not the silk press, it's the routine behind it. You have the power to have straight and strong hair. You just need the right knowledge and consistency. If this has helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you still have questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be answering them either in the comments or in a future video. As always, thanks for watching. And remember, healthy hair is a lifestyle, not a look, and it starts from the inside out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more healthy hair tips from a licensed hairstylist.